ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Dry brush is catching fire all across Southern California this week. On the left is the Ranch 2 fire that's burning in Azusa in LA County. In the middle is the Lake Fire burning in the Angeles National Forest. And on the right, and right here at home, that was a brush fire along the I-8 in Alpine today. It's called the Victoria Fire. Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Atkinson. The rising heat and humidity, they are not making conditions any easier for our fire crews either. We have team coverage on these fires and our weather condition. Let's begin with our ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala with the excessive heat warning that's still to come.
Many families that live in Alpine were instantly worried when they saw all of that smoke and those flames. Fire crews were able to get a handle on things fairly quickly, but with an excessive heat warning on the way, some of those concerns remain for those who live nearby.
This was kind of a surprise again to see it so close.
Andrea Ibanez and her family spotted several spot fires near the I-8 and Victoria Drive in Alpine Thursday afternoon, bringing back painful memories of the destructive fires they've seen in the past.
They got pretty scared. They remembered the last fires. This was kind of a surprise again to see it so close.
Eric Maurer was in the pool with his family when they saw the smoke creeping up. He shot this video.
We were just kind of enjoying our day and it just sprung on us, And there was like 6 little spot fires, and then 2 of the little ones turned into pretty good sized fire. It was humid today. It was about 100 degrees. I think it got up to out here.
Thankfully, several fire crews from different agencies responded immediately and began attacking the flames from the ground and up above. Putting the Victoria fire out before it had a chance to burn more than 2 acres.
I'm so grateful that they did. It's close to all the stuff we love here.
They really did a good job.
An excessive heat warning will be in effect Friday to Monday in the inland areas to the deserts. While some San Diego fire crews are currently assisting with the lake fire burning near Lake Hughes, it doesn't mean we're left uncovered here. CAL FIRE Captain Thomas Schutz says plenty of resources are available.
San Diego unit is one of the largest in the state, so we have a lot of stations that we staff up, and we also have a lot of reserve equipment.
And for that, residents are grateful.
It's definitely something that we are, worried about. The mountains are dry, everything's dry.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
It is dry. We have another update on what is now called the Ranch 2 fire. This is burning near homes in Los Angeles County. It has scorched at least 3,000 acres since it started early this afternoon in the foothills of Azusa. This is the southern border of the Angeles National Forest. There is still no containment at this time. Winds do seem to be pushing the flames, though, deeper into the Angeles National Forest and away from those evacuated homes. No structures have been damaged, no injuries reported. In the meantime, the lake fire inside the Angeles National Forest continues to burn more than 11,000 acres. It is now 5% contained. It started just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. Crews do believe it will be a major fire for days to come, but they were working to gain some ground on it before a heat wave moves in this weekend. Speaking of that, our meteorologist Angelica Campos is tracking that heat wave. Temperatures are rising, and so is that humidity, Angelica.
Hi, Steve. In any given fire situation, we look at 3 elements: the temperature, the winds, and also the amount of humidity. So let's break it all down. First, we're going to start out with the winds. The winds are coming mostly out of the west, ranging between 15 to 25 miles per hour, which could make things very dangerous during a fire. Relative humidity is rising, but isolated thunderstorms could be possible, and that may trigger some dry lightning, also increasing fire danger. Temperatures will be on the rise, and we're getting ready for a long-lasting heat wave. Just so you know, for tomorrow, we could break a couple of records, including San Diego. The forecast 90, the record is 90 degrees. I'll break it all down on what to expect for the next 7 days, and also our excessive heat warning starting tomorrow at noon.
All right, Angelica, thank you. The rising humidity this weekend will make it feel much hotter than the posted temperatures you see. That's going to raise some health concerns for those without air conditioning. That higher humidity also means less relief overnight because all of that moisture will keep the air from cooling. The Scripps Institution of Oceanography says it's been tracking more frequent heat waves over the years, with higher humidity making San Diego feel more like Miami.
Our climate will warm just in general over the next several decades.
All right, here's some advice. If you use a box fan to cool your home, turn them to face outward so they remove the warm air from your rooms and open all the windows in a single room to create circulation. Because of the coming heat wave, the state is issuing its first flex alert of the summer. That means we're also being asked to conserve more electricity as possible tomorrow, especially between 3 and 10. The California Independent System Operator is predicting a lot of people will be running their air conditioning, and that puts extra strain on our power grid. To stay on top of the weather conditions in your neighborhood, download our ABC 10 News mobile app. It is free in the App Store.
This was just the first of many discussions to just make sure that our community becomes healthy for everyone.
Tonight, the city of La Mesa hosted its first town hall, giving residents the chance to talk about the protests that happened back in May. At the same time, the La Mesa police chief announced his retirement. Many were surprised by the chief's announcement. Here's Laura Acevedo.
Just minutes after the town hall to discuss the protests that were followed by violence in La Mesa back in May, La Mesa Police Chief Walt Vasquez sent out this statement announcing his retirement. The release says the chief delayed his retirement decision when the pandemic hit. Vasquez has been the chief for the last 5 years.
To be quite honest with you, that announcement was a surprise to all of us on the council. It was not something that we had been briefed on in advance.
Several other council members finding out during the town hall.
I got a press release that our chief is resigning. Is that true or not?
The city manager correcting Councilman Babber, but confirming that the chief had announced his retirement. The town hall began with a presentation explaining police investigations and the disciplinary process. Then came time for the public to talk. Many expressing their broken trust with police, asking for answers about the protest against police brutality back on May 30th, which later led to violence.
I feel like this is the beginning of many that need to happen so that they can actually begin to listen to community members.
The town hall comes after the city of La Mesa picked a law firm to look at how the city and the police department handled and responded to the protest and later the violence. The investigation could take 3 to 6 months.
We still don't have all of the answers. That's why we're doing this very in-depth investigation that will take a few months to complete.
During the town hall, Chief Vasquez did announce that the incident involving Leslie Furcron, the woman shot by police with a beanbag projectile during the protest, has been forwarded to the DA's office per protocol. The community hoping this meeting was just the first of more dialogue.
And I hope that when COVID-19 is over, there can be more face-to-face contact so that people can actually see each other and hear the voices of people.
Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
New at 11, two brothers are now behind bars in a bizarre road rage robbery in Vista. This happened last night. The sheriff's department says that Matthew and John Giordano, both in their 20s, became angry at a car on Melrose Way for some reason. The department says that the Giordanos then cut the driver off, stopping in front of them. After that, Matthew allegedly stole $2,000 in jewelry and cash from the driver, while John smashed the windshield of that car and another car not even involved in this incident. Damage to both cars is estimated at up to $10,000. The deal is now done, and San Diego State will break ground on developing the Mission Valley Stadium site on Monday. San Diego State plans to tear down the former home of the Padres and Chargers, and a new stadium will form the centerpiece of a new Mission Valley campus that will also include classrooms, housing, retail, and a river park. The groundbreaking will be a virtual event, but you can watch the live stream Monday at 10:30 a.m. on San Diego State's homepage. San Diego County schools are one step closer to bringing students back to campus. If we get off the state's watch list as of tomorrow, local schools could open for in-person instruction after August the 28th. But as ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Dela Cruz explains, some districts say they need more time.
Supervisor Nathan Fletcher hinting at a victory for San Diego County.
Yesterday we were below the state guidance. Today we're below the state guidance. Tomorrow, if we're below the state guidance, then that will remove us from the state monitoring list.
Those metrics are based on having fewer than 100 cases per 100,000 residents. If we can stay off the watch list for 14 days in a row, students will be allowed back on campus. But that doesn't mean it will happen right away. Superintendent Teresa Kemper with Grossmont Union High School District says our county's progress is giving them hope.
All of us have been watching those numbers, and when it finally went under 100, their celebration, because we're looking forward to getting kids back.
She says they plan to give parents and teachers a 2-week notice before coming back to campus.
Classrooms are already ready to go, but all of those other services that we provide, are the buses ready to go, food serve cafeterias.
In Cajon Valley, the district says they successfully welcomed 6,000 kids to 27 of their campuses for summer programs. They tell us over the 6-week period, they did not have a single case of COVID-19. Their superintendent says even if the county is able to welcome students back to campus, they would still need time to prepare.
To say that we'd be able to open right away is that's not, I don't feel comfortable with that. Short answer is I think as soon as possible, starting with our most vulnerable students.
San Diego Unified says it's using its own criteria that goes beyond the state standards and calls for rigorous contact tracing before they can reopen. Escondido Union High School District starts a fully virtual school year August 25th. They say they'll continue the first grading period all online through September 25th and will reevaluate current conditions after that. Jennifer Dela Cruz, ABC 10 News.
And the county is currently reviewing applications from 48 elementary schools to reopen under a waiver. If accepted, it would allow them to reopen regardless of the county status on the state's watch list.